have worked. I have worked as a trainer, and I have trained two new joinees in the team where I worked closely with them. Uh, provided them hands-on training of the ERP system. I navigated them through the user interface and uh, tried to maintain a very open two-way communication so that I can understand if there is any area or any uh, concept that in which they might have been facing problems.
Okay. What is the biggest strength of your life so far?
My biggest strength of life would be uh, like in life and would be resilience and proactiveness. I am I'm okay with challenges and I learn from my mistakes. I try to improve uh, in even in personal life or in professional also. I try day. I have faced some major medical challenges also in my life. I have faced a major surgery, and this profounded a immense strength in me that I can face everything in life, and also proactiveness in my this would be more about my professional journey. I try to take initiatives on my level and anticipate the upcoming challenges and opportunities so that I can ensure the quality of my work.
Okay. How do you handle stress and pressure?
Um, Stress and pressure. How do I handle stress and pressure? I do get nervous in pressure. I won't lie, but I try to keep calm and I try to remind myself of stress and I try to remind myself of my strengths. And I have good problem solving skills. So if I am in a very complex situations or I have a very complex projects, I try to break down it into more manageable parts and try to find solutions then.
Okay. I'll give an example topic to you. You'll get 30 seconds to think about the topics and 2 minutes you have
Yeah.
to put your points. Here I'll check your critical thinking, decision making, and how do you think spontaneously. The topic is,
Yeah.
should India host 2036 Olympics? Your time starts now.
Shall I speak?
Go for it.
Uh, I believe that India should definitely host the 2036 Olympics because we are in a growth stage and we are constantly improving our policies and relations with all the other countries. Uh, Also, this will be a very big achievement and event in the country. Uh, and this will also create people's interest more in sports and uh, also which and it will also generate very good amount of revenue for the country. Uh, in the sports aspect, I think India has never hosted Olympics, so this would be first time, and it would be like a great achievement for India to host such a massive event, a worldwide event. So this is my take on this that India should host
Okay. Uh,
Olympics.
what's your opinion regarding the budget? Can you tell me what are the things which went right and which went wrong during this budget for middle class as well as the bottom pyramid of the table?
For middle class, first of all, I would like to say that I find budget uh, very very catered to middle class and also very good for middle class and also fiscal prudence. The increase of tax slab up to increase of tax-free income up to 12 lakh is a very good in policy by government, as it is because the increase of inflation, and middle class was constantly demanding for the tax relief. So government should provide this relief. And secondly, this will give more money in the hands of people. So it will which will eventually lead to more purchase and more money supply in the economy. Third is government is trying to reduce the fiscal deficit. I think the current fiscal deficit is 4.8 of GDP, and the target is 4.4 of GDP, which will reduce the borrowings also. So these are major 2 points. Third is it is also very growth oriented budget. The AI first policy of 300 plus the center of excellence with 500 crore of capital outlay, and 30, I think the 30 plus robotics and IT centers are also proposed. Government also proposed the uh, 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 proposed policy related to MSMEs and farmers. The Kisan credit card limit has also increased from 3 lakhs to 5 lakh, and the guarantee amount for MSMEs has also increased from 5 crore to 10 crore. On the negative side, I think the budget doesn't focus on some major issues of job, direct job creations, or the complexity of GST. And somehow I also feel that budget is also uh, will also face a problem of implementation, like how this all of this would be implemented. This is also not very thorough and clear with budget.
Shefali, what is ERP?
Sorry,
What is ERP?
sorry. ERP is enterprise resource planning. It is a platform of the company or any platform in which company's business or day-to-day operation occurs. It can be of accounts payable, accounts receivable, or any other function of the company uh, flows in the ERP of
Okay. Tell me the different models which are used in ERP. Do you have any
different model.
understanding regarding FICO?
No, I believe that you are asking because of SAP. Uh,
Can you tell me the difference between ERP and Odoo? No worries. Shefali, tell me something about your family background.
I am a single child. We are a nuclear family, just my father and mother. My father is a development officer in LIC of India. My mother is a homemaker. We are originally from Madhya Pradesh, and my father got job in Bilaspur, and we are living here from like we are here from last 30 years. Um, and my family, my father especially, is very creative and very he always wants to learn something, even now he tries to participate in cultural programs and skits and acting. So I try to learn this from him, that also always to keep my interest alive. My mother is uh, very smart and very critical thinking individual. She never gets upset or stressed about problems, and always try to keep calm even in most difficult situations that we have faced.
Okay. Shefali, if you get a chance to come into the campus, what will you bring different to the campus as compared to the people? There are, 7 IITians, there are 40 IITians, there are people who have been to the national when it comes to chess, football, cricket. So I wanted the uniqueness of yours.
Mm, the uniqueness I bring to the course or program is my determination and my openness to learn. I am uh, I'm sure that people will be from very uh, excellent backgrounds and people will be from IIT and NIT. And but I will always give my 100% and try my best to cope up with the curriculum. It is a fast-paced 1 year MBA program, and I have make up my mind to go with the pace. And also, I try plan for future. So I think my planning and my openness and eagerness to learn will set me apart. And this is what I bring.
Okay. How will you cope up with the course and curriculum? Because it's very dynamic and interesting program, but it is very fast paced. So what are you gonna do into the campus?
Uh, Uh, it is a very fast-paced program. So I will I think the first 3 months are about the uh, where we are taught the basics of the program. I will try to for the before the session, I will try to brush up on those concepts, and so that I can pace up to that, and pace up to that and catch up to the syllabus. And then uh, I will try to maintain. I will try to take 1 day at a time. Also, I will
Okay.
go with play.
If you come to campus, what will you choose as a specialization?
As a specialization, I would choose finance.
Okay.
Specific
What is working capital?
working capital is the amount of capital which is for the day-to-day or current day-to-day operation of the business. In the formulas, in the sense of formulas, it's the difference between current assets and current liabilities.
What is cash flow statement?
Cash flow statement is the statement of cash inflows and outflows in the business, majorly from three aspects, that is operations, financing, and investing.
Okay.
And
Uh, can you tell me how finance plays a very important role when it comes to MBA?
how finance plays a very important role when it comes to MBA. Finance plays a very important role because a company for a company to sustain it, it must have a strong financial records, and uh, it requires a good amount of budgeting and planning and forecasting and good analytical team behind it. So in MBA is a business oriented program. It is a master's in business administration. So I think finance uh, is like the core with in which core of the business, where uh, which gives the cash or money for the other operations to continue.
Okay. Who is the founder of Great Lakes?
Dr. Balavi Balachandran.
Okay. Uh, can you tell me the clubs and committee which are present in the campus?
Uh, I'm not very sure, but I think student council and a cultural club, but I'm not sure about it.
How many years Great Lakes have been established into the market?
It was established in 2004, so 20 years, 21 years.
Okay. What is the biggest weakness of your life so far?
My biggest weakness is that due to paying attention to details, sometimes I tend to overthink and focus on the areas or aspects that might not require that much of attention, and sometimes it leads to not focusing on things which does require my attention. So to improve this, I try to trust my judgment and uh, analyze more while making decisions.
Okay. How do you stay updated with the current trends and technologies?
Uh, for current trends and technologies, I try to read in I try to read some e-papers, but I am not very up to date with current affairs right now.
Okay. What do you think about the Indian startups and the startup economy?
I think India is emerging as the Indian startups are emerging every year, and India is also trying to be a more of a manufacturing industry, and this also brings a point that in budget also the policy one policy was also about the manufacturing missions where the government is also mm, trying to make manufacturing industry more of manufacturing industry as a growth indicator, as a growth generator for the economy. So I think the startups are very welcome that the government is also providing certain facilities for these startups, and India has always been a place of great minds and great uh, founders who come up with uh, unique ideas. So, uh, seeing the trend, I think the startups in India will emerge more in the upcoming years.
How do you handle stress and pressure?
Uh, I, for stress and pressure, I do get nervous a little bit, but I try to remind myself of my strengths and try to break down the complex problems into small manageable chunks, and then find solutions for it.
Okay. Last three questions from my side. What's your opinion regarding feminism?
Uh, Feminism, my opinion regarding feminism is that even if we have come so far, the women have got many rights in because of feminism. There is still a long way to go for us, because the very thinking of the as our society has not improved that much. We are constantly seeing crimes against women, and how in even in today also in rural areas the girls girls and girl childs are not allowed to study. So uh, feminism has given us many rights, but there are still a lot of areas that need work, whether it is for women protection and women education. Since we live in cities, we are not very familiar or not in very touch of these topics or these scenarios, but in villages and in small areas of girls are all facing child marriages also, and how they are not allowed to studies, they are not allowed to go for their passion even if they are very talented. So to feminism for feminism to thrive, the thinking and the core of the society should also change.
Okay. Why should we select you, Shifali?
Um, I should be selected because, as I mentioned, that I am eager to learn, and I have a proactive approach. And apart from that, I am very clear and very clear and assertive about the dreams and aspirations and what I want to achieve in life. That which brings a lot of clarity with me.
Okay. That's it from my side. Do you have any questions for me?
Uh, what can you tell me about something related to classroom experiences in Great Lakes? Like how is your day at Great Lakes looks like?
Oh, for first 4 months, we have almost 8 to 10 hours of classes. The first three programs are very core programs, I would say, and you need to prepare a lot for it. There are almost 5 to 6 subjects will be there. You have to wake up early, 7 a.m. in the morning. 8:30 we're gonna have classes. 8:30 to 10:30. There's a gap of half an hour. From 11 to 1:30 classes. 11:30 to 2:30 we are gonna have break. Uh, then from 2:30 to 4:30 again classes. Then 4:30 to 5 we are gonna have break. Then 5:30 to 7:30 we are gonna have classes. So it's very tight packed. You need to focus a lot on the first three core programs because these three core programs determine your placements and your score.
Okay.
Yeah. Once the core programs are done, you will focus on to your specialization. Then you will get some time to do activities in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of the people who are not placed, they'll focus on placement. Some people will focus on case studies, guesstimate, live webinar.
Mm-hmm.
There are some industry collaboration which happen with the Great Lakes. So you'll get each and every opportunity to the campus. So talking about your feedback, I'll tell you some things that you need to prepare for it. When is your final interview?
23.
We have got almost 4 days. Uh, First of all, was this your first interview?
Yes.
I realized that there are a lot of things that you need to improve. First of all, don't use whenever you are making an answer,
Okay.
right? Don't use also and and many times. I noted down how many times you are used and 27 times, right? I asked you, can you give me an instance where you lead a team? The answer was not up to the mark.
Okay.
I'll tell you some framework that you need to keep in mind whenever you are making a MBA answers. STAR framework: situation, task, analyze, risk. What is the situation? How you analyze the situation? What was the task that you did in that situation? What was the risk, result, reward that you get out of it? Second framework is BCG matrix and McKinsey matrix. Go to Google, search about it, and have 5 use cases of it in every industry, such as marketing, finance, product management, consulting, data science. Third framework you need to keep in mind, which is SWOT analysis. This framework can be used whenever you are asked regarding any business opinion or business topic. Strength, weaknesses, threat, opportunities. What is the strength of weaknesses? What are opportunities in that weakness business? What are the threats and what kind of go ways that you're gonna thought about that business, right? Another framework is PREP framework. Go to Google, search about PREP framework. Add data, stats, facts, figures, numbers in your answers. Don't repeat the words again and again. I Whenever you are giving any answer, use better verbs. Add
Okay.
management jargons. Make better sentences.
Okay.
Talk to camera, talk to friend, talk to laptop, and speak it out the answers many times. Confidence was not to the mark. Think, process, then give the answer. Extempore, one of the worst extempore I've ever seen in the campus. We got 134 people converted for the Chennai campus. How many YouTube videos have you watched when it comes to interviews that are taken?
I have watched 2 to 3 interviews.
Just look at the confidence of these people. Just look at the communication, articulation, critical thinking, spontaneous thinking, and decision making. Don't run towards answers. Take time, pause, process your thoughts. And whenever, if you're not familiar with the topic, just tell the interviewer that, sir, I'm not familiar with it. Don't go too
Okay.
much tangential.
Okay.
Don't use also many times. Use the better connotation of he and she. Don't make it he to she to he. Regarding Great Lakes, founder, opportunities, placement committee, the clubs,
Mm.
empirical study, student testimonies, the recruiters who are coming to campus. Just go to website of Great Lakes,
Mm.
program structure. All these things you will get it in their website. If you spend 4 to 5 hours, you are good to go for the campus. Most of the answers were very short. I'll suggest you to have another mock interview just before the final interview so that you will feel more confident. And in this mock interview, I almost covered only 55% of the questions. Tell me
Okay.
about yourself. When, Whenever I asked you regarding tell me about yourself, you talk about 10th, 12th, UG, work experiments, academic project, corporate project, live project, achievements of your life. maybe technical, then a position of responsibilities where you lead a team, where you founded any club or any entrepreneurship, the languages that you know, skills that you have, technical plus managerial skills, qualification, certification, technical plus managerial certifications, interest, hobby, extracurricular activities. All these things come into the answer.
Actually, for tell me about yourself, I first when I prepared the answer, I included what I did in my work experience in this, but I thought that what will I answer if you will ask about my work experience again? So I tried to shorten it a bit.
I'll tell you one thing.
Hmm.
You will have to come up with different question for your work experience,
Okay,
right? In that you have to explain about your work experience.
okay.
Understood? Why MBA? The answer was very vague and was not up to the mark. Whenever you are asked regarding why MBA, you have to tell the interviewer that, sir, while working with the organization, I had a continuous interaction with my manager. While talking to him or her, I realized that I should have strategy thinking, leadership skills, negotiation skills like him and her by doing an MBA. My role in my past organization pushes towards my long-term goal in management. I wanted to do an MBA to learn how people process project work at large scale. MBA is a logical forward moment for me. While looking at Great Lakes, MBA is all about peer learning, where I get to learn from the peers who are the top brains of the country. Professors in the campus who have been to the top B schools of the country and the world. It will be perfect blend for me to build my business acumen. I wanted to diversify my domain knowledge. Right now, I believe that I'm exposed to only one domain. But by doing an MBA at Great Lakes, I'll expose towards marketing, finance, operation, product management, consulting, data science. I wanted to improve my professional career through peers, alumni, and industry leaders by doing an MBA. MBA will give me that confidence and knowledge to build, manage, and scale my own business maybe 5 to 10 years down the line.
I think my question was why, what specialization you want to pursue in
I'll
MBA?
come up with each and every question. I'm drawn out every
Okay,
feedback, right? Just listen to it.
okay, okay.
Then
Hmm.
you want to do an MBA to expose yourself to case
Hmm.
studies, project, internships. You wanted to build your interpersonal skills, management skills, time management, people management
Hmm.
skills. And while looking at Great Lakes, we have a strong alumni network of 13,000 people. So it will be perfect blend for you when you step out of the campus and start your professional career.
I understand. Like my underconfidence got the best of me, and this also happens a lot of time that in pressure I have whatever you are saying. I had this in mind, and I wanted to say it, but somehow when I'm in front of someone or someone is asking me something, I I'm not able to articulate my words and put my thoughts forward. I will try to do.
For that, for that, you have to use camera, you have to use phone, talk to camera. There will be no one who is gonna guide you,
Hmm,
right?
correct.
You have to follow and find your own path, right? That's how people will follow you. The motto of leader that he follows and he finds out his own path, and people will follow that person.
Hmm,
Why this people 2000 3000 people are following me? Because I found out my path, the knowledge
yes.
that I'm sharing, the experiences that I'm having. That's
Hmm.
why you came to me.
Hmm.
So make sure that be more confident. You will least confident person in today's 21 to 22 mock interviews that we are taken. Shefali, I'll tell you, frankly speaking, Great Lakes is very brutal when it comes to candidates. Confidence, knowledge, articulation, communication. These are the four five attributes which are very important when it comes to MBA.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Don't be stressed out. If
Hmm.
after this interview, just ping me out. I'll share you some resources that you should prepare for the interviews. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Be more confident regarding situational questions, behavioral questions. Tell me about yourself. Why MBA? 5 year, 10 year goal, strength, weakness, opportunities, case studies, guesstimates,
Hmm.
GK. 30% of the weightage goes to GK. Just
I
quote me two.
prepared I prepared GK well, but I I also want to ask what points I put for budget were correct, or like I was not
Yeah.
stating.
Some points were correct. Somewhere that's why I told you don't go tangential.
Hmm.
If you know the facts, figures, these people, the professors who are going to take your interview, they have been in the industry from past 30 years.
Hmm.
They know the each and every ones of the industry. They'll easily catch you up,
Hmm.
right? So whatever you are saying, it should have full proof, have fact, figure, and have some hypothesis regarding the knowledge that you are throwing out. I'll suggest you to have one mock interview or with the other mentors so that the remaining 40% of the 45% of the question will be covered to you. You will feel more confident.
Hmm.
Work on the feedback that we are told, right? You are a smart person, you are an intelligent person. It's just that you are not pushing your limits. You need to push your boundaries, right? Today itself do
Hmm.
one thing. Watch all my YouTube videos where I have taken the interviews of all the success stories of the students.
Okay.
Tomorrow in the morning, sit it down, make answers for situational questions, behavioral questions, technical questions, managerial questions, subject matter expertise, means the domain that you choose. If I choose marketing, look for
Hmm.
marketing. If I choose finance, go for finance. Academic project, take time for academic, 5, 6 hours spend on it. For achievements, make some experiences, and note all these points in a page and paper. Position of responsibility, languages, certification. Is
Hmm.
since you told that you are familiar with this app and ERP, they'll bombard you with this set of questions, right? Have basic level of order one clarity on these topics.
Hmm. One thing I also want to ask, the question, was it okay that or should I add more data to it? Because
Yeah, Shifali, your answer is very short
a
and
little bit.
you are going very generic, right? With these generic answers, you can't crack Great Lakes. You need
Hmm.
to be specific, right? You can add generic statement at the end of answer. The starting is not good. Always start with verbs or quotes, rhetorical questions, so that a sense of empathy will be created,
Hmm.
right? Yeah, that's it from my side. Do you have any questions for me?
No, thank you for the feedback, and I will try to. I think what feedback you have given me, I know my answers, and if you have noticed, I was. It's just that I am very underconfident right now, so I will try to improve my confidence and uh, try to learn more technicalities of the answers so I can prepare better
Yeah. This is how
replies.
tell people to go for the mock interviews. What happens?
Mm,
I usually try to have almost 60 minutes of mock interview, but I spent 40 minutes with you because you are
mm,
very less confident. So it was very tough for me to, grill you down. I not grilled you, right?
no,
In the
you
next
did.
interview, you'll be having mock interview with Yash. You'll understand the type of questions. You'll understand the level of grillness. You'll understand how a 30-year-old professor thinks about the
Mm,
student who is sitting in front of them, right? So work on the things, and maybe 2 days before the final interview, have mock interview so that it will almost take one day to prepare for the weaknesses, right?
mm.
Then go for the final interview.
Okay.
Yeah. All the best to you. If you have any
Thank
queries,
you.
any resources, something like that, I'm there to help you out. Just text me out. It take time
Okay.
because I'm having almost 3,000 plus messages pending on,
Yes, yes,
but
I
I'll definitely
understand.
respond to you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh, I will just ping you for the resources which you mentioned, and whenever you get time, please ping me with it.
sure. All the
Thank
best to
you.
you, and you can log off.